teacher asks her class, if there are 5 birds sitting on a fence and you shoot one, how many are left? Little Johnny raises his hand and says, none. The rest fly away when they hear the gunshot. The teacher smiles and replies, the correct answer is 4, but I like how you're thinking. Johnny grins and says, okay, now I've got a question for you. There are 3 women sitting on a bench eating ice cream. One's licking it slowly, the second is sucking on it, and the third is biting it. Which one is married? The teacher blushes and says, the one sucking on it? Johnny smirks, nope, the one with the wedding ring, but I like how you're thinking. 3 nurses watch a man with a heart-on lying unconscious in the ER. The first nurse says, poor guy, that's probably just a reflex. The second nurse giggles and says, well, reflex or not, it's kinda impressive. The third nurse leans in, smirks and says, ladies, stop debating. He blinked when I touched it. A flat-chested young woman went to Dr. Smith for advice on breast enlargement. He told her, every day after your shower, rub the top of your nipples and say, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, I want bigger breasts. She did it faithfully every day. After several months, it actually worked. Her breasts grew beautifully. One morning, running late for work, she realized she forgot her ritual. Not wanting to lose her new boobs, she stood up on the bus and shouted, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, I want bigger boobies. A man nearby asked, do you happen to go to Dr. Smith? Yes, why? He stood up, cupped his balls and said, hickory-dickory-dock. One day, a priest was getting ready to hear confessions when he was suddenly hit with a nasty case of diarrhea. Desperate, he asked the altar boy to take over. I can't, the boy said. I don't know how to hear confessions. It's easy, the priest replied. You've seen me do it 100 times. Just listen and offer some advice. So the boy slips into the booth. Soon, a man enters and says, Father, I did something terrible. Last night, while my wife was asleep, I flipped her over and did her in the rear. I feel awful. What should I do? The altar boy thought for a second and said, well, I'm not sure, but the priest usually gives me milk and cookies. A couple was having trouble conceiving, so they visited a doctor. After an exam, the doctor said, the issue seems to be lack of proper penetration. Try rear entry like the dogs do. The husband blinked. Rear entry? What's that? The doctor smiled. Just watch how dogs do it and copy that. The man replied, my wife's very shy. She'd never go for that. The doctor said, give her a glass of wine or 2. It'll help her loosen up. Months later, the doctor sees the man pushing a baby stroller. Ah, I see it worked, the doctor says. The man nods. It did, doc, but now I've got another problem. My wife's an alcoholic. Alcoholic? How? Well, it took 7 or 8 drinks just to convince her to crawl out into the front yard each time. A 54-year-old accountant leaves a note for his wife on Friday evening. Dear wife, I'm 54, and by the time you read this, I'll be at the Grand Hotel with my young, beautiful 18-year-old secretary. Don't wait up. When he arrives at the hotel, he finds a letter waiting for him at the front desk. It reads, Dear husband, I too am 54, and by the time you read this, I'll be at the Breakwater Hotel with my handsome, energetic, 18-year-old boy toy. And since you're an accountant, you should know, 18 goes into 54 a lot more times than 54 goes into 18. A man is standing in a hotel lobby and turns to head to the front desk. As he does, he accidentally bumps into a woman beside him. His elbow lands right on her breast. Startled, he quickly apologizes. I'm so sorry, ma'am. If your heart is as soft as your breast, I hope you'll forgive me. She smiles coyly and replies, if your penis is as hard as your elbow, I'm in room 436. A man and his wife are sound asleep in bed when the phone suddenly rings at 2 a.m. He groggily picks it up, listens for a moment, and snaps, How the hell should I know, you moron? I'm not a weatherman. Then he slams the phone down. His wife, half awake, mumbles, Who was that? He sighs and says, Wrong number. Some idiot asking if the coast was clear.